And along with allergies, you may be experiencing some dry eyes.
Yes, Dr. Higgins in Plainville has some new technology that you can use to treat them.
Our own Lauren Richardson has more. Take a look.
That feeling of itchy, dry, and irritated eyes.
When your eyes are dry, first of all, it's terrible. I mean, it's literally numbing. So it basically feels like, if like when you get an eyelash in your eye or something like that, and you're like, oh, cool, and then you get it out. Well, you just don't get it out. It's just constantly feeling like you have, or like at the beach and somebody threw sand in your eye. Every blink, it's just all day. That's all you're doing.
Desiree Raboyne had major issues until she walked into Higgins Brothers Vision Care in Plainville and tried OptiLite. Now she's able to wear contacts again.
I have had 2 treatments so far, and each treatment does get a little bit better. And they're not uncomfortable. That's the best thing. Is typically, like in the medical field, they're like, hey, we can make you better, but it hurts. It's not like that. I mean, you feel what's happening, but the results, I would go through much more pain to get these results.
The beauty of that is we can often get patients off drops because we've treated the problem. We're not treating the symptoms, we're treating the root cause.
Dr. Donald J. Higgins, owner of Higgins Brothers Vision Care, uses several dry eye treatments in his office, including this revolutionary technology, OptiLite. It's FDA light therapy to relieve dry eyes, and he can attest that it works.
I have to say, though, one of the things I've learned after having used this for months and a long period of time, lots of patients, I've been thrilled to find out that some of these glands not only regenerate or revitalize, and glands that I thought were lost forever are actually working again and have been regenerated.
He says the sooner you can treat the problem, the better.
86% of dryness is actually caused by the meibomian gland dysfunctioning. And the sad thing is if we don't pick these up early enough, these glands become atrophic and they can drop out. And similar to hair loss, once they drop out, it's a much more difficult case to work with.
And OptiLite helps to treat that issue.
OptiLite is just powerful. It gets those little capillaries, that ocular rosacea, gets them to recede. And as they recede, the inflammation is drawn away from the eye, and then these very important glands called meibomian glands start functioning again.
Also, what about screen time? How much does it damage your eyes?
One of the reasons why people who spend a lot of time on computers have such problems with dry eyes, they become poor blinkers. You really need to have the lids touch to release oil from these meibomian glands. But with all these partial blinks that most people do on the computers because they're staring, the glands become stagnant, and with the stagnation, you have atrophy and dropout.
Dr. Higgins has brought in new technology with radio frequency.
We have a brand new instrument we're very excited about. It's called New Era, which is a radio frequency instrument. And the theory in medicine is that function follows structure. And one of the problems with dry eye patients is that they lose some lid function. The lids become more lax. And it's very important that, blinks are really critical. They kind of pump or milk these meibomian glands.
We sat with Raboyne as she tried it out for her first time.
So with radio frequency, because we can bring in a controlled fashion, the heat up along the lid margins, we can melt the meibum. So instead of being thick and inspissated, we can actually turn it into oil again, express it out. And as one of my patients said, we're basically giving them an oil change. We're turning over the oil that's become, is no longer useful to them, and we're replacing it with oil that's functional again. It's looks like olive oil. It's fantastic.
I feel like I didn't even have anything done. Obviously right afterwards, you can feel that it was heat, and stuff like that. And Dr. Higgins gets some oil out of your eyes and stuff. So you can feel like pressure when he's doing it. Again, not pain. It's just that somebody's doing something.
When you make an appointment, Dr. Higgins will evaluate your eyes and determine which treatment is right for you.
So it starts with diagnostics, and this instrument it will look at 32 elements of a dry eye patient. So we start by looking, this is what we call tear breakup time. It's fluorescein. You'll see how the tear film it's just not stable. You can see those black breakup points in there. Statistics show that almost 50 million Americans do suffer with some form of dry eye disease, and we're a significant clinic in Connecticut, probably New England. I mean, we have equipment that many others just don't have. We've made a significant investment in time, energy, and money to be able to treat these patients.
Seeing clearly that it's worth it.
Just do it. I like, anything in medical is, scary, and I don't want to, but I can assure you, anybody who's nervous, the first time they do it, they're going to be fine. They're going to be like, all right, yeah, I'm coming back, And Dr. Higgins is great. So, if they're nervous, he can always do, as, with the radio frequency or the IPL, he can just do like a quick, hey, this is how it feels, He's great, so he's going to make you comfortable no matter what.
Great. Well, for more information on Optilight and radio frequency and how to get in touch with Dr. Higgins, you can go to higginsvisioncare.com.
Now I'm concentrating on my blinking and make sure my eyelids
Yeah, make sure that they
touch.
touch. Yeah.
Right?